Hey guys, and welcome back to Melanie's Yoga Couch. I'm Melanie, and today we are going to do a nice little sequence for your hamstrings, and we are going to end up in headstand. So let's get started. Come to a comfortable seated position on your mat and gently close your eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just releasing anything you need to let go of. And then gently close the lips. We're going to do 5 rounds of Nadi Shodhana. Bring your right hand into Vishnu Mudra. Breathe deeply out. And on your next inhale, breathe in through your left nostril. Close your left nostril with the ring finger and breathe out through your right nostril. Breathe in through right. Close your right nostril with the thumb and breathe out through left. Breathe in through your left nostril. Close the left nostril, breathe out through right. Breathe in through your right nostril. Close the right, breathe out through the left. 3 more rounds. Breathing with ease. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face, and breathing with your own rhythm. One more round. And the next time that you breathe out through the left side, then just release your right hand down to the right thigh. Lengthen the spine and turn your palms to face up, bringing the hands in Jnana Mudra with the thumb and the pointer finger touching. A couple of breaths here. And then slowly open your eyes. Come over the knees. We're going to move into all fours. Bring the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips for a round of cat-cow. Inhale, lift the chest and the tailbone. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, lift, draw the chest forward and up. Exhale, reach your tailbone down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round, drawing the belly button lightly towards the spine. Find a neutral position. Reach your left leg out behind you, bringing the toes to the ground. Press the hands into the ground and the heel towards the back of the room. Then lift your left leg parallel to the ground and reach your right arm forward. On your exhale, bring the elbow and the knee to touch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Inhale and lift. Exhale one last time, round the spine. Inhale and lift. Bend your left knee, grab your left ankle with the right hand. Kick the foot back and up, lift the chest. Gently release the foot, reach your right arm forward, left foot back, and then bring your right hand to the ground, left knee to the ground. Move into the other side, stretch your right leg out behind you, toes on the ground. Then lift your right leg parallel to the ground and reach your left arm forward. On your next exhale, bring the left elbow to the right knee, round the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, lift, really controlled. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And then bend your right knee. Reach for your right ankle with the left hand. Flex the foot, kick the foot back and up. Lift the chest. Keep pressing your right hand into the ground. And then release the foot, reach the arm forward, and release the left hand to the ground, right knee to the ground. We're going to push up into downward facing dog. Feel free to bend and straighten the legs here, just starting to warm up the backs of your legs. And we're going to walk forward into Uttanasana, the forward fold at the front of the mat. Bring your feet hip width apart, grab the elbows in ragdoll, or just let the arms dangle and dance along the ground. We're going to come all the way up to standing, so release the hands, bend the knees, and roll yourself up. Finally, lift the head, coming into Tadasana. Arms on the side, palms facing forward. Find length in the spine, press the feet into the mat. Bring the hands together in front of the chest in Anjali Mudra. We're going to move through some sun salutations. Inhale, draw your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back with your left foot, staying for just a moment in the lunge, moving the hips around. Then plant the hands, step back into plank. Slowly lower into Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Find some movement in the hips, and then step the left foot forward. Find length in the spine in Ardha Uttanasana, and fold into Uttanasana. Inhale, come with a long spine all the way up to standing, and exhale the hands together in front of the chest. Inhale, the arms draw up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, find length. Exhale, step back with the right foot. And then the left, we're coming into plank, slowly lower. Inhale into your back bend, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, press back into downward dog. Step forward with your left foot, and then the right. Find length in the spine, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, draw the arms up overhead, look up towards your thumbs, and exhale the hands together in front of the chest. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back, and then the right, moving through a vinyasa. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, press back into down dog. Step the left foot forward. We're going to move into a twist. Keep your right fingertips on the ground. Lift the left arm. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, the hands together in front of the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Step back with your right foot, and then the left. Slowly lower, really use the core. Inhale and lift into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Step your right foot forward, moving into the twist. Left hand stays on the ground, right arm reaches up. Exhale, bring your right hand back down. Step your left foot forward. Find length in the spine. Come into your forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up. Exhale, the hands together in front of the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step your left foot back. Step your right foot back in plank, slowly lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. We're going to start to straighten the left leg, finding a hamstring stretch. Feel free to keep the knee bent. And then step your right foot forward, lifting the right leg, feeling another nice hamstring stretch. And then step the right foot next to the left. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up into standing. Exhale, the hands together in front of the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen in Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step your right foot back, and then the left. Slowly lower. Lift the chest in Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, press back into Ardha Mukha. Step the right leg forward. Again, here we're going to start to straighten the right leg. It does not need to get all the way straight. Reach your left hip forward, the right hip back. Then step your left foot forward, lifting the left leg. And then find a long spine in Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bring the hands together in front of the chest, plugging your thumbs into the chest and taking a moment to feel the breath and to feel the heart. And step your feet together. We're going to come into Utkatasana. Sit the hips low, reach the arms up in chair pose. And then bring your chest to your thighs, sweep the arms back along the sides, and lift your heels off the mat. Lower the heels back down, hands to the mat, straighten your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine in Ardha Uttanasana, hands to the mat, step the feet back, and move through a vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift the left leg up towards the back of the room, find length, and then open the hips, bend the left knee, and reach the heel towards your sit bones. Lift the left knee up towards the ceiling, and then straighten the leg back out, changing sides, bring the foot to the mat, and inhale the right leg up, opening the hips, bending the knee, reaching the heel towards the sit bones. Press both hands in the mat. And then inhale, straighten out the leg, and exhale, lower your right foot to the mat. Inhale, lift your left leg, and exhale, step it through between the hands. Find warrior 2 on your left side. On your next exhale, straighten the left leg, and inhale, sink back into warrior 2. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, sink. One more time. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, sink. Take a couple of breaths here in warrior 2. And then straighten your left leg. We're going to move forward into Trikonasana. Bring your left hand to the left leg, reaching your right arm up towards the ceiling. Press your feet into the mat. Roll open the chest. Inhale, lift back up, bend the knee into warrior 2, and cartwheel your arms down to the mat. Step the feet back and move through a vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step the right foot through the hands. Inhale, lift into warrior 2. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, warrior 2. One last time, straighten your front leg and then bend the knee. Stay here for a couple breaths. And then on your next exhale, straighten your right leg. Tilt forward, moving into triangle pose. Right hand to the right leg, left arm reaches up. Bring a small bend into your right knee, especially if you hyperextend. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat, step the right foot back, and move through a vinyasa. Then on your next inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot through between the hands. Find high lunge. Squeeze the legs together, lift your arms. And on your next exhale, straighten your left leg, lift the right heel, and lower the arms to the sides. Inhale, bend deep into your left knee, lift the arms. Exhale, straighten the left leg, arms come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, straighten your left leg, lift the right heel, bend deeply into the left knee. We're going to straighten the left leg again. We're going to come into a forward fold. Your blocks could be really helpful here if you have some. You can set them on the inside and outside of your left foot, bringing your hands to the tops of the blocks. Find length in the spine, reaching your right hip forward, left hip back, and then fold forward. You might realize you can set the blocks aside. If so, just do so. Keeping the legs active. Then we're going to come into a twist. Leave your right fingertips on the ground and lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Keep reaching the right hip forward, the left hip back. Exhale your left hand down. Bend in your left knee. Step the left foot back and move through a vinyasa. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot through between the hands. Find your high lunge. Reach the arms up. And then exhale, straighten your right leg. Arms come down. We lift the left heel. Now bend the right knee. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Bend your right knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend deeply. Exhale, straighten. We're coming back into the forward fold. Lean forward, find length in the spine. Reach your left hip forward, your right hip back. Maybe bring your hands to blocks. Find length and then start to fold forward, keeping active, strong legs. Again, you might need to bring a small micro bend into your right knee if you tend to hyperextend. And then lift up. We're coming into the twist. You can leave the left hand on the block if you have it there, or bring it to the ground. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. We're twisting to the right. Long spine. Exhale your right hand to the ground. Bend your right knee. Step your right foot back into plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale into Urdhva Mukha. Exhale into Ardha Mukha. On your next inhale, glance forward, walk or lightly jump between the hands into your forward fold. Inhale, lift into half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Come back into Utkatasana chair pose and come all the way up to standing. We're going to move back to the middle of the mat just so you have more room. Bend your left knee, hug the left knee into the chest, lift up. And then interlace your fingers underneath your left thigh and start to straighten your left leg. It doesn't need to get all the way straight, just try and straighten your standing leg. And then release the hands, reach the arms up. Continue to lift your left leg. Then bend the left knee. We're going to come into dancer's pose. So grab your left foot with the left hand. Reach your right arm up. Flex the foot. Kick the left foot back and up. And slowly start to lower the chest. Reaching your right arm forward. Keep a lot of activity in that left leg. Kicking back and up. And then slowly come back down. Releasing the right arm down and releasing the left foot. Hands together in front of the chest. Moving into the other side, lift your right knee, hug it into the chest, and then interlace the fingers underneath your right thigh. Reach the right heel forward. Release the hands, reach your arms up. Keep lifting. And then bend your right knee, coming into dancers. Your right hand comes to the inside of your right foot. Flex the foot, reach your left arm up, kick back and up, and slowly start to lower. You might have a small bend in your standing leg just to give you a little bit more balance. One more breath. And then slowly release. Bring the hands together in front of the chest. We're going to come into the forward fold. So release the arms to your side. Step the feet hip width apart. Bend the knees and just roll forward. Maybe giving your head a little shake. And then step your right foot, cross it over the left foot, bringing both soles of the feet to the ground, straightening both legs as much as possible. Come into the forward fold. And then changing sides, lengthen the spine. Step your right foot back and cross your left foot over the right foot, bringing the outside edges of the feet together. Fold forward into the forward fold. Lift into half lift. Bring your left foot back. And then slowly fold forward. Step back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, float the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot through. Bring your right knee to the mat. Right hand comes to the outside of the right edge of the mat. We're going to twist. So roll open the chest and then lift your right foot off the mat, grabbing the right foot with the left hand. Reach your right heel towards the sit bones, finding a quad stretch. Open the chest. One more breath. And then release the right foot down. Grab your blocks, you might need them here. Set them underneath the hands and move the hips back right over that right knee. Flex the left foot, straighten the left leg. You might have a small bend in your left knee. We're coming into half Hanuman, so half split pose. Find the variation of this pose that works for you, and then try to fold in, folding forward from the hips. Bend into your left knee, coming back into the low lunge. And then we're going to move back into half Hanuman or full Hanuman if you'd like. So you can do that by scooting your left foot forward and your right knee back. Keep activity in the legs and keep your right toes curled under, especially if your hips don't come all the way to the mat. One way to use the block is to set the block underneath your left hip or your left thigh. And then come back forward, bring the hands to the mat, remove the block, and slowly start to scoot your right knee forward until you can bring the left foot to the ground. Step the feet back and plank, and slowly move through a vinyasa. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot through between the hands. Lower your left knee. Bring your left hand to the outside edge of your mat. We're going to roll open into the twist. Lift your left foot off of the mat and reach to grab the left ankle with your right hand. Reach the heel towards the sit bones, open the chest. Find a nice stretch in your quad. Breathe into that stretch. Come back to the middle, release the foot. We're going to move back into half Hanumanasana, so scoot the hips back, flex your right foot, and start to fold forward over the right leg. Again, you can use blocks here under the hands, and you can always bend the knee. Inhale, slowly lift up, bend back into your right knee, coming for just a moment into the lunge before we move back into half Hanuman or full Hanuman. You might notice here a difference on the sides of your hips, which is tighter. Just notice it and accept it. If you're coming into full Hanuman, scoot your left knee back, the right heel forward. You might set the blocks underneath the hands, or like we did before, set the block underneath the right thigh or right hip. Find a place where you don't have to grind your teeth and breathe. I like to curl my left toes under, especially because my hips don't come all the way to the ground. Okay, we're going to slowly come out. So scoot the left knee forward, bring your right foot to the ground. Both knees back, move into plank, and move through a vinyasa. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, glance forward and step forward into a seated position. Hug your knees into the chest and then lift up your shins parallel to the ground for boat pose, Navasana. Hands underneath the knees or reaching forward. Find length in the spine. And then lower your feet, hug the knees in, bring your toes to the ground or just float. Bring your feet to the ground, hip width apart, hands behind you, fingers face forward, lift into reverse tabletop. Look over the knees if that's better for your neck, or let the head fall back. Slowly lower the hips. Lift your shins again in boat pose, lengthen the spine. Flex your feet, hook your big toes from the inside with the peace fingers and thumb. Stay here with bent knees or maybe start to straighten the legs. They might not get all the way straightened. If they do, you can start to bend the elbows and pull yourself towards your straightened legs. Bend the knees again, release the toes, hug the knees in. Bring your feet to the ground, come back into reverse tabletop, lifting the hips, maybe releasing the head back. Slowly release the hips back down. Cross the legs, come over the knees into standing on the knees. We're going to come into 2 sets of Camel. So bring the hands to the lower back, fingers pointing down or up. Open the chest, lift, and slowly start to lower yourself back. Keep the chest open and lifting. One more breath. Then inhale, lift, lower your hips. Tops of the feet come to the mat. Bring the hands together in front of the chest. We're going to do one more of the heart opener. Curl the toes under, bring your hands to the lower back. We'll do this set just the same as the first one. You can also choose to bring the hands to the heels. Open the chest, tilt the pelvis backwards. And again, maybe bring the hands to your heels, thumbs on the inside, fingers on the outside. Open the chest. Slowly come back up. Lower your hips to the heels, hands together in front of the chest. Now we're going to come forward, moving into dolphin. You're free to stay here in dolphin if you'd rather do that than go into headstand. So we're going to interlace the fingers, elbows are shoulder width apart. You can do that by testing, just grabbing opposite elbows. Then lower your head towards the ground and reach your chest towards the thighs. If you'd like to come into headstand, then bring the back of your head into your palms. Start to walk the feet towards the body until the hips come over the shoulders. Bend one knee into the chest, then the other, and slowly start to straighten the legs towards the ceiling. Continue pressing your lower arms, your forearms into the ground, as well as your wrists. Reach the shoulders away from the ears so that the tips of your shoulder blades are reaching towards your sit bones. Find length, find space for the neck. Reach your heels up towards the ceiling. Two more breaths. Just start to move with the shakes and the wiggles. Don't worry about it. And slowly start to bend your knees, bringing the knees towards the chest, and then lower the feet to the mat. We'll move into child's pose. Bring your forehead to the mat, the arms along beside you, palms facing up. Take a couple of breaths here, just relaxing the neck, sending the breath into your shoulders, into the neck, into the shoulder blades. When you first start to learn headstand, you really need to start to build up strength in your upper back, in your shoulders. Two more breaths. And then slowly roll yourself up to a seated position. Swing the legs out in front of you, cross the legs into an easy sitting position. Hands together in front of the chest. Just bow forward, reaching the arms out in front of you. Slowly lift up. Bring the backs of the hands to the knees, palms face up. Your pointer finger and thumb touching in Jnana Mudra. And then uncross your legs, bring your feet to the ground, and slowly roll yourself back, down onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Maybe roll a bit from side to side. And then bring your shins parallel to the ground, knees above the hips. We're going to come into a twist. Bring both knees over to the right. Look over your left shoulder so the arms are either stretched out towards the sides or you have cactus arms. Find a nice twist where you can really release. And then inhale, draw the knees up, moving over to the other side. Knees come to the left. We look over the right shoulder. Get heavy just for a couple of breaths. And lift the knees, hug the knees in. We're going to move into Shavasana, so straighten the legs out towards the corners of your mat. Let the feet fall open, arms on the sides, palms face up. And just get heavy here. Use the breath to release, to let go. Please feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.